When you look at what's happened over the last week,
The fuck is this? This is so quiet.
was it a failure of intelligence? When you look at what's happened over the last week, was it a failure of intelligence, planning, execution, or judgment?
Look, I don't think it was a fair. Look, it was a simple choice, George. When the Taliban, let me put it another way. When you had the government of Afghanistan, the leader of that government getting in a plane and taking off and going to another country, when you saw the significant collapse of the Afghan troops we had trained, up to 300,000 of them, just leaving their equipment and taking off. That was, I'm not, this is that.
You know the funniest part about this? You know how I told you guys that I've talked about this before, like, there is a bipartisan consensus on like America's imperialist endeavors, never-ending war, death, destabilization, yada yada, and it goes above party lines always, and that's precisely why Obama didn't prosecute former Bush-era administration officials for their war crimes, for torture, and simply said we must not look backwards, we must look forward, and said, yep, we tortured some folks. Instead of actually giving them any sort of accountability for the horrific actions that they engaged in, or even lying about the Iraq War, all this stuff. So that was that is yet another example of like the American war machine being bipartisan, right? And that's precisely what Joe Biden is doing here. If he wanted to, he could literally throw the previous administration under the bus. He could just be like, listen, Jack, I didn't fucking negotiate the terms of this goddamn evacuation. Trump did. I didn't ask the Trump administration to not bring the Afghan government to the table when they were negotiating with the Taliban on a conditional withdrawal. Trump's administration did. I'm simply here because I believe it's the right thing to do to pull our forces out of this never-ending war. It was inevitable that death and destabilization was going to come. And I feel terrible for the people of Afghanistan. But the reality is, we were not a force for good there. Like, he could say that, and he would be honest. He could literally turn around and just be like, it wasn't my fucking deal. It was the Trump deal. I just facilitated it. I just executed it, right? Because that's the truth. But he's not throwing the previous administration under the bus. He's caping for them because that's how this works. In a lot of instances, most of these people are the same. The people that executed that deal with the Taliban are still the same people in the fucking defense side. And it's the same attitude that every administration has had, with the exception of Donald Trump, who was just like constantly fucking shit on every other previous administration.
That's what happened. That's simply what happened.
But we've all seen the pictures. We've seen those hundreds of people packed into a C-17. We've seen.
Where's the Trump agreement you speak of? Yeah, where is that, dude? I totally am making this up, right? It was literally on 9/11 too. I know that the GOP is trying to retcon it, but oh my fucking god, dude! How do I hacker man's this, dude? This sucks. There it is, hacker man's.